Machiavelli Mills TV, man. Let me just get this. Let me just say this. Just because you're an elder does not give you the right to talk to people disrespectful, to talk to them vile, talk to them obnoxiously, and try to mask it as just being blunt. Like nah. You're not gonna piss on me and tell me it's rain. Like I don't like elderly people who talk to young people any type of way just because they are older. Like seniority does not give you the right to talk to people disrespectfully. We're all adults. You can talk to another grown person no matter how old, like an adult. Not, rude and talking to them like just crazily. Like and I see that a lot sometimes from, elderly people. Now, of course, I'm always address my young people who are extremely rude and ignorant towards elderly people, but I also feel that elderly people need to, be accountable for how their interactions with the youth as well. Because I see a lot of times, man, a lot of them are really, really, some of them be really nasty, real nasty. And just because you're older and you've experienced life, look, I understand. I was groomed to respect the elderly, to always be respectful, to always, these are people who've been here before me. They've been through things that I've never experienced. And a lot of them have contributed to a lot of the things that I get to benefit from today. But at the same time, I was always taught to, that you gotta give respect to get respect, no matter what age, because it's a lot of people that abuse that abuse this notion that, everybody should respect elderly people. I believe that. But it's people that abuse that go out of their way, like elderly people that go out of their way to just be rude and nasty to you. And I'm like, just because you're older does not give you the right to talk to people disrespectfully, does not give you the right to try to embarrass people, to try to talk down on folks, try to talk down on people for no reason. I don't like that. I never liked that. And I've always been a person that's been respectful in my interactions with the elderly people. I got both of my grandmothers in my life. Had my great grandmother living for a while when I was younger. I've always been respectful. I'm not a disrespectful guy, but I just don't like the elderly when I see the elderly just being nasty. Not even just to my generation, to the middle generation, to my mother's generation. They could be nasty to them. Just downright, you'd be like, oh my God, like, why are you like this? Why are you like that? And I know as you get older, some people just get more in their ways, but nah, I don't think you should excuse it as somebody just being stuck in their ways. No, it's time to get out them ways and change. It's time to get out them ways and change. If someone's not being nasty or disrespectful with you, then I think that elderly people should be. Hey, you got to give respect to get respect. Nah, man, nah. But again, I am a courteous. I'm not a disrespectful person, but there's young people out here who will get very disrespectful with the elderly. I don't agree with it, but at the same time, I think the elderly population should still give respect to people, no matter what age. You're 21, 22, you're still an adult. You're 23, 24, 25, you're still an adult. Like, just because you're younger does not mean you get to just talk to people recklessly and just say anything and be all in their business and be disrespectful about whatever situation they got going on in their life and expect them to just bow down before you all the time and just bow down before you at all times. I don't agree with that. I don't. I agree with being respectful and being and courteous to the elderly. I believe in being chivalrous to the elderly. I believe in holding the door for I believe in holding the door for the elderly man just as much as I believe in holding the door for the elderly woman. But at the same time, I also believe in the elderly respecting every other population, every other, generation as well. And that's just me, because I just see it a lot. I really do see it a lot, especially in the Chi. I see it a lot, man. And I'm not even just in the Chi. I hear people in other regions talk about it all the time. Like, why do some elderly people, not all elderly people, of course, I wouldn't generalize all elderly people, but it's a lot of elderly people who are, very disrespectful, very mean. I'm like, nah, man, that ain't cool. That ain't cool at all, man. Gotta give respect to give respect. Young people gotta respect the elderly population. Elderly population gotta respect the young people so we can live and coexist and be there for the elderly generation as we supposed to. You're supposed to do that anyway, but I just feel like everybody needs to be respected all across the board. That's just me. Machiavelli Mills TV. Peace.